Hello and welcome to a new video. I hope you're all doing well in these difficult times, and first of all I also need to apologize with you as I left you off in the last video with a kind of an uncertain situation what will be happening with my Renault Zoe. As you can remember, I had a failure of the DC-DC converter or inverter, and Renault wasn't able to provide a good solution, and in the end I also didn't reach an agreement with Renault, so I had to, let's say, find a solution to suit my needs. One part of the solution is here in the background. As you can see, this is the new Renault Zoe Gt, which will eventually replace the white Renault Zoe that you know from the older videos. But the good news is, hopefully the white Renault will survive as well. The solution was not easy, but and it's still in the process. But I try to find a solution that is kind of a bit environmentally friendly, and not just to scrap the car as Renault suggested and buy a new one, but try to find a solution for the old one as well, and maybe gain some new knowledge that will hopefully help other people in the same situation to, let's say, repair the car instead of just scrapping it, which is not very sustainable, I have to say. Just a quick walk around on the new Renault Zoe Gt. Sorry for the turn here. As you can see, I got it in a nice purple color. I think it's called blueberry, the color code. The front is a bit different than the old Renault Zoe. As you can see, it has a new headlight design. The logo here in the middle is a bit bigger. That has a reason, of course. There is a CCS charger behind, so the plug is or the socket is bigger than just a Type 2 connector, and there is these bumps here on the front. That's new. The design of the tail lights is different as well, just a little bit different, as you can see. And what has changed a lot is the interior, which is completely different than the old model. I tried to put you on the backs. I know I can't change the camera in the middle of the video. We'll try it this way. So the interior design is completely different. It has a big screen there in the middle. The gear stick is different. The climate control is different, and of course, LCD screen here in the middle is different as well. It's I think it's a very pleasant interior. I like it, and the main change, of course, is the battery, which is much bigger. It's 52 kilowatt hours instead of 22, which as the white Zoe was. But let's get back to the solution and the white Zoe. What I've done, and you can see it in my last video, is I've completely disassembled the drivetrain, and I got in touch with some people all over Europe, from Norway, from Poland, and especially a guy from the UK, who helped me in identifying the fault and offering also help in trying to fix the parts. And the parts went off from here, from Switzerland to Kent in the UK, just before the Corona crisis started. That was, I think, early March when I sent the drivetrain over. And unfortunately it got, of course, stuck in the UK because they weren't able to work on it due to coronavirus restrictions. But luckily now let's say they were able to look into the problem and to hopefully fix it. And just today I received back let's say the repaired drivetrain. If it's really repaired, we don't know yet. We will see as soon as we build it into the car again. Because the problem is, as you know, and I explained in my video, I think that was the video before the last one, the problem is that the parts communicate with the chassis number, so you can't test them outside of the car. So I need to build them into the car, and as soon as everything is back in place, I will be able to tell you if the fix actually worked. So again, the main problem why this is not an easy solution is because the parts, especially DC-DC converter and inverter, are hard-coded on the chips to a specific chassis number. And so you're not able to just replace the part because it can't communicate with the car then. So this is a bit of a problem from a sustainability point of view. You need to, well, Renault just replaces the whole drivetrain as a unit, and if a single part fails, the cost is too high for the whole drivetrain. So you basically you have a complete write-off, and you need to scrap the car. So what we tried is, can we just replace the faulty part and take the chip with the chassis number from the old car, put it into the new part, and see if the car accepts the new part as a genuine part. We will hopefully be successful with that. I just show you here in the palette how the drivetrain actually looks. You might have seen it in my disassembly video, but this is the crate here, in which the drivetrain went from here, from Switzerland to Kent in the UK, and now came back today to us. And if we look inside, we can see, I hope this will be working. We can see here the whole drivetrain, the motor, and here is all the electronics, inverter and DC-DC converter. And on the very front here, and this is the little gearbox. So these will be the two drive shafts going in from here and from here. So this is the final drive to the wheels in the end. So we have this, the motor, and all the electronics. So the fault was somewhere in here, in one of these components. So we had to change them over from a crashed car from Norway, and we had to physically replace the chips with the chassis number, with the VIN number of the old car, to match the VIN number from my car. So if that works, we have a cool solution, and the car will hopefully be good for another couple of 100,000 kilometers, hopefully. So we hope that will be the case. And just in case you were wondering, here beside it, this is actually a second motor, just the electric motor. That's how just the motor of the Renault Zoe looks like, without all the electronics, without the gearbox and everything. This is actually the motor, also from a replacement, and I will keep that motor maybe for, as you know, I do vehicle conversions as well, so maybe that can be useful for some kind of a vehicle conversion later on. I just wanted to show you how the motor of the Renault Zoe looks like. Maybe we can go into more depth in a later video on that motor. So that's it. I wanted to show you the let's say the disassembled Renault Zoe, but actually at the moment it's standing outside here. You will see it in a later video. Hopefully by the end of this week or maybe next week, I'll be able to assemble the drivetrain here to my white Renault Zoe. So I will be the lucky owner of two working Renault Zoes in quite hopefully not too long time from now. And yeah, I haven't decided yet what I will do with the second one, like with the white one, if I will sell it, if I will keep it for some projects, or if I will maybe rent it out to somebody. We'll see how that goes. So that was the big update of today, just to show you that the motor is, or the drivetrain is back from the UK, ready for install. Please stay tuned, and you will see if everything goes to plan, if we will find a solution for that stupid problem here with the all-electric Renault Zoe. Take care, have a good time, and check back again soon. Bye bye.